Welcome to the Ask Junior Daily Judgments podcast. I'm Priya, and joining me today is Arjun.
Hello, everyone. We're excited to dive into today's topic, which revolves around a significant recent judgment from the Supreme Court of India. This case, Writ Petition C number 4704 of 2023, brought to light the pressing issue of caste-based discrimination within the Indian prison system.
Absolutely, Priya. This judgment, delivered by Chief Justice Dhananjaya Y. Chandrachud, addresses not only the legal implications, but also the broader social context of caste discrimination in India. It's a topic that resonates deeply with many, given the historical and ongoing struggles against caste-based injustices.
So let's start with the background of the case. The petitioner, Sukanya Shantha, is a journalist who wrote an impactful article titled From Segregation to Labor, Manu's Caste Law Governs the Indian Prison System. This article highlighted the pervasive caste-based discrimination within Indian prisons, which is a critical issue that often goes unnoticed.
Right? And Sukanya sought directions for the repeal of certain provisions in state prison manuals that she argued were blatantly unconstitutional. These provisions, according to her, violated several articles of the Indian Constitution, including Articles 14, 15, 17, 21, and 23, which collectively uphold the principles of equality, non-discrimination, and the right to life and dignity.
It's important for our listeners to understand what these articles mean. Article 14 guarantees equality before the law. Article 15 prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Article 17 abolishes untouchability. Article 21 ensures the right to life and personal liberty. And Article 23 prohibits human trafficking and forced labor.
Exactly. And the judgment delves into how these constitutional provisions are not just theoretical ideals, but must be actively upheld in practice, especially in institutions like prisons, where the marginalized often face systemic discrimination.
The court heard a wide range of viewpoints from various stakeholders, including representatives from multiple states. This diversity of opinions is crucial because it reflects the complexity of the issue at hand.
Indeed, and during the hearings, Dr. S. Muralidhar, the senior advocate representing the petitioner, emphasized the ongoing caste-based discrimination in prisons. He pointed out that the state prison manuals sanctioned practices that were not only discriminatory, but also unconstitutional.
One of the striking points made during the proceedings was the classification of prisoners based on their caste. For instance, certain tasks, like cooking or cleaning, were assigned based on caste identity, perpetuating the very hierarchies that the Constitution seeks to dismantle.
This is a critical aspect of the judgment. The court recognized that such classifications are not only unjust, but also violate the dignity of individuals. The judgment highlighted that the Constitution envisions a society where every individual, regardless of their caste, has the right to be treated with dignity and respect.
And it's not just about the legal framework, it's about the lived experiences of those affected. The judgment also reflects on the historical context of caste discrimination in India, tracing its roots back to colonial laws and practices that have persisted even after independence.
That's right. The judgment discusses the legacy of colonial laws, such as the Criminal Tribes Act, which labeled entire communities as criminals based on their caste. This historical context is essential for understanding the current dynamics of discrimination in prisons.
The court also pointed out that the prison manuals, which were supposed to guide the administration of prisons, were instead reinforcing caste-based discrimination. For example, provisions that allowed for the segregation of prisoners based on caste, or that assigned certain jobs to specific castes, were deemed unconstitutional.
This brings us to the broader implications of the judgment. The court directed all states and union territories to revise their prison manuals to eliminate any caste-based discrimination within 3 months. This is a significant step towards ensuring that the rights of all prisoners are upheld.
Absolutely. And the judgment also emphasizes the need for a compassionate approach to prison management. It calls for an understanding of the individual needs of prisoners, rather than a one-size-fits-all approach based on outdated caste hierarchies.
Moreover, the court recognized the role of legal services authorities in ensuring that the fundamental rights of prisoners are not violated. This includes providing free legal aid and ensuring that prisoners have access to justice.
It's a comprehensive approach that not only addresses the immediate issues of discrimination, but also sets a precedent for how the legal system can evolve to better protect the rights of marginalized communities.
As we reflect on this judgment, it's clear that the fight against caste discrimination is far from over. The court's decision is a reminder that vigilance is necessary to ensure that the principles of equality and justice are upheld in all aspects of society, including within the prison system.
And it also highlights the importance of public awareness and advocacy in driving change. The voices of individuals like Sukanya Shanta, who bring these issues to light, are crucial in the ongoing struggle for social justice.
Absolutely, Priya. This case serves as a powerful reminder that the fight for equality is a collective effort, and it requires the participation of all citizens to challenge and dismantle the structures of discrimination that persist in our society.
As we conclude today's discussion, we encourage our listeners to reflect on the implications of this judgment and consider how they can contribute to the fight against caste discrimination in their own communities.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Ask Junior Daily Judgments podcast. We hope you found this discussion enlightening and thought-provoking. Until next time, stay informed and engaged.